We waited all March for this. It's finally here. Probably waited all year for this, and it's finally here. Let's give it a few moments here to connect to Twitch and YouTube. We good. We good. We'll wait till some people pop in if they want. But yeah, we're doing the ESPN Men's Tournament Challenge. That's what I'll be using, and that's the group I created that's a part of this channel. So feel free to join it. The link is in the description. As you can see, there's the password right above my head there, Wildcard. It's a private group, but anyone can join, so feel free to join. And then feel free to say what's up in the chat. Let me refresh this. And we're going to go through game by game. I'm going to make my picks for my bracket. Obviously, you don't want to copy my bracket on this if you're part of the challenge because it's kind of pointless. We'll both get the same thing. But if you're filling out a bracket for another group or, another website, maybe we could, bounce some ideas off each other and you could learn something. But we're just going to go through each game from each, the west, east, whatever, north, south, all that stuff. We're going to go through each matchup all the way down to the championship. So we'll see how long this takes. But if you're watching this at a later time, hope you enjoy, and definitely feel free to comment below what you guys think. Maybe comment about the biggest upset, Who do you think is going to be the biggest upset? Who do you think is going to be the Cinderella story in this tournament? But we're going to go through it. I haven't done a whole bunch of research on this because I wanted to do this in real time with you guys, game by game. I'm going to be looking at matchups and all that good stuff on my phone, on who's favored, all that good stuff. So, yeah. With that being said, let's just get started and get right into it. Obviously, the first four, they'll be playing on Tuesday and Wednesday. So the first games will be played Thursday. I'm not going to be focusing on the first four. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be betting on it, but won't be focusing on that. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. And we are going to start with Gonzaga and Georgia State. I mean, this is just a no-brainer. Gonzaga is the number 1 seed. Gonzaga, there's no way they're going to get upset by number 16 Georgia State. I mean, if you click the little icon there, it tells like the stats of each team. I mean, sure, they both give up around 64 to 65 points, but Georgia State's not playing teams Gonzaga's playing, so obviously this is going to be an easy pick. We're going Gonzaga, taking on Georgia State. And I got to go back and forth, so if anyone chimes in on the chat, it might take a little bit. But we're going Gonzaga. This one's an interesting one. Memphis and Boise State. Me personally, I want Boise State to win this, but I definitely think Memphis will pull it off. But let's look at the stats here. It's kind of blocked here, but I know versus a top 25 team. Versus the top 25 team, Memphis has played 4 different top 25 teams, and they're 3-1. Boise, on the other hand, has only played 1 top 25 team, and they lost. So Memphis has that experience. They are the 9 seed, so that's a little upset if you pick Memphis. But let me take a look really quick. So right now they have the spread. Memphis is favored by 2.5 to 3 points. So barely favored, but they are favored. And, me, myself, I got to go with that too. Boise was playing great down the stretch, but they're not playing the opponents Memphis has been playing. They did play each other, though, once, Memphis and Boise State, in 2021. And Memphis won it by 3. They didn't cover, but they did win. And I think that's going to be the case again tonight, or today, or whenever they play. But we're going to go Memphis. I guess technically that's the upset, but it's not a big upset. 9 upsetting an 8 is not a big deal. But we're going to go with Memphis on that. Now let's head on over to Yukon and New Mexico State. All right, let me click it. So let's just take a look at this. This helps what ESPN gives you, but, So Yukon has played 7 top 25 teams. They're 3-4, which is really, you know, it's okay. It's a losing record, but it's okay. But on the other hand, New Mexico State, they have not played any top 25 teams. So I don't like that experience. They have 0 experience versus top 25 teams. I got to go Yukon on this, but just before I pick it, let me check. So they have Yukon favored by 7 points. You know, heavily favored. Not heavily favored. An upset could happen. But let's see if they've played each other in the past couple years. They have not. But I just like Yukon's experience versus top 25 teams. I got to go Yukon to beat New Mexico. So far I haven't made any crazy picks, crazy upsets. But always just feel free to chime in too if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch. What's up, 1B1? Had to see this, by the way. It's Red Fan. What up, man? Oh, Reds fan. Are you talking about? Okay, all these different usernames. All right, so we're gonna go to Arkansas versus Vermont. This is where I think we might get an upset. I think Vermont could handle Arkansas. Let's just take a look really quick. So versus top 25 teams, Arkansas is 4-1, really well, you know, and they're 25-8 on the season. Vermont, on the other hand, has only played 1 top 25 team and they lost. So that's, you know, not a lot of experience versus top teams, and they lost that game. But let me pull up the matchup really quick on my phone. So Arkansas is favored to win this game by 5 to 6 points. They have it at 5.5 right now. I really do think Vermont could get this upset. Have they played head-to-head? They haven't. But this is going to be one of my upset picks right here. Number 13, Vermont beating Arkansas. Boom. Going on to the next round versus Yukon. And always, you know, feel free to jump in whenever you have time. Okay, yeah. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, hopefully being on this stream can kind of get your mind off that. But I appreciate you jumping in, Red Fan. We're going on to number 6, Alabama versus, this could be Notre Dame or Rutgers. This is always hard because it's the first 4 thing. You know, I like the way Notre Dame played. I haven't really watched a lot of Alabama this season. I'm seeing if they have the matchup. Hold up. Yeah, they don't. But let's just take a look. By the way, Ohio State sucks. Right now got beat by Penn State, worst in their conference. Yeah, dude. They haven't been doing well, that's for sure. Didn't see that game, though. All right, so let's just click this really quick. Obviously, we don't know if it's going to be Rutgers or Notre Dame. Alabama going in it. If Notre Dame makes it in the round of 13, even Rutgers, they can definitely beat Alabama. But Alabama's played 9 top 25 teams, and they're 5-4. But they do give up a lot of points. So, yeah, here's an interesting stat. Alabama enters the tournament having lost 3 of their last 4 games. So that's, but they have beaten Gonzaga and Houston, so that's pretty good. But let's just take an upset here, and I'm going to go the winner of Rutgers Notre Dame will beat Alabama. So screw it. Even though that's a risky situation to pick, but I think Alabama's going to lose. They're not playing well lately, so let's go Notre Dame or Rutgers. Yo, what up, JT? Yes, Tom Brady is back. I saw that. But he's going to play for the Bucks, which is disappointing. But, yeah, I saw that. All right, so I know a lot of people won't agree with that one, but Alabama losing first round. We're going to go on to Texas Tech and Montana State. I've been seeing some Montana State games, and they've been playing very well lately, but they do not play top 25 teams. So they don't have that kind of experience. Whoops. Texas Tech, on the other hand, has been playing great. And I just don't see Montana State beating Texas Tech. They've beaten Baylor twice. They've beat Kansas once, beat Tennessee. They beat Texas twice, Oklahoma twice. So, yeah, I got to go Texas Tech on that. No upset for Montana State. But I do think whatever the spread is, where is it? Where is it? Do we not have it up here? There it is. Oh, wow. So Texas Tech is favored by 16 points. I would bet Montana State plus 16, but that's just me. But, you know, Texas Tech's going to win it, so. Do you have LSU making it out of the first round versus Ohio State or Iowa State? I'm not sure yet. Let me get to that. I haven't got to that part yet, but we'll get there. Yeah, Brady's back. He came out of retirement. That was the shortest retirement ever. All right, so we're going to go on to Michigan State and Davidson. Both I liked. I actually had a bet on Davidson today to win, and they freaking lost. Didn't expect that one. And Michigan State has been upsetting some teams here lately. But they're 4-8 versus top 25 teams, Michigan State. Davidson's 1-0. They've only played once. I do love a good upset from Davidson here. But let me pull up their spread, like who's favored to win. Oh, here we go. Michigan State's only favored to win this game by 2 points. So it's going to be a really close game. I would take the upset here. Have they played each other in the past? They haven't. I would love to take this upset. Davidson. Yeah, number 10 beating the 7 seed Davidson. I like that. It's going to be a tough game, though, because Michigan State's been playing well. But for the sake of this, I'm going to pick Davidson to upset Michigan. Right there. And then on to the next one. We got Duke and Fullerton. This is a no-brainer. Duke has been playing terrible lately. Like, they're not the same Duke, and they're going to get upset here soon. But we'll get to that. But there's no way they're losing to Fullerton first round. We're going Duke going on to the next round easily. So we filled out that whole section. Let's go down to the east. Baylor and Norfolk State. And yes, if anyone else is popping in here and wants to fill out a bracket, click the link in the description for ESPN Bracket Challenge, and we'll compete against each other. It's going to ask you for a password and type in Wildcard. So we're all going to play against each other if you want to do it. So anyone can join. Feel free to join whenever you want. Well, you got to join by Tuesday, I guess. So sooner the better. Here we go. So Baylor, Norfolk State. I don't think Baylor's going to lose this one. Norfolk State has never played a top 25 team this year. Baylor for sure has, and there's no way they're losing this. Not going to look too much into it. Baylor going on against Norfolk State. This one's going to be a little more interesting. North Carolina, UNC versus Marquette. Number 8 taking on the number 9. Marquette's 6-6 versus top 25 teams, and UNC 2-4. This is tough. Like, I want UNC to make it out of the first round, make it to the next round. But Marquette is one of those teams that could get that upset win. Let me take a look on who is favored to win. If I could find it. Okay, so Marquette, UNC is favored by 3. So they have this one being really close. They have played each other once, and that was last year. And Marquette won that game by 13 points. Wow. And they were actually favored to lose. That was last year. I don't know. I feel like UNC got beat so bad the other day. I think they're going to learn from their mistakes there. And I mean, man, this is a tough one. Marquette, though, has a really good shot at winning this game. You know, UNC beat Duke, but Duke has been sucking it up lately, so it's not a big deal that UNC beat Duke. But Marquette beat Villanova twice. Seton Hall twice. Huh, that's a tough one. But yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go UNC. But that my gut, man, that's a tough one. I'm going to go UNC, but Marquette could really get that upset. If you're filling out a bracket yourself, hey, it doesn't hurt to go Marquette. But I'll go UNC on that one. All right, St. Mary's on to Wyoming or, what is that, Iowa? No, not Iowa. IU. Why am I blanking? So the last time a number 12 seed has defeated a number 5 seed in 31 of 36 tournaments. Last year, Oregon State, number 12, beat Tennessee. Wow. What happened last year? All right. Let's see. So, yeah, if you're just jumping in here on YouTube or Twitch, feel free to say what's up. If you're new, if you have any suggestions on certain picks, welcome back, Reds fan. But here we go. So, on to the next one. St. Mary's, Wyoming. I got to go St. Mary's. I don't think, you know, they're going to lose there. I like the way St. Mary's has been playing lately. So, St. Mary's. Won't worry about that first 4 team. I don't believe it in the beginning when Tom Brady said he was coming back. Oh, you didn't believe it when he said he was coming back? I heard so much rumors he wanted to come back, and it happened. It's crazy. All right, so we're going on to UCLA, Akron. I really don't see UCLA winning or losing this, but Akron's been playing well lately. UCLA is 4-4 against top 25 teams. Akron is 0-1. Wow, Gonzaga beat UCLA by 20. But yeah, I just don't see Akron winning this one. Let's see what they got this favored at. UCLA. Oh wow, they have UCLA winning by 14 to 15 points. Yeah, I don't see Akron. I mean, maybe Akron will keep it close. I would bet the spread on that, that's for sure. They've never played each other, but I got to go UCLA. Going to the next round. Okay, we're going to move on to... Yeah, Sharks. Yep, Sharks easily got that win. It was like 5-0. UCLA easy. Yep, UCLA. Next round. All right, Texas going on to Virginia Tech. This is where, I mean, I love the way Virginia Tech has been playing lately. They've dominated. They dominated Duke. Oh, man, on a number 11 taking on a 6. I love Virginia Tech getting this upset here. And they could easily do it. And they beat North Carolina. They lost to Memphis. Wow, that's a shocker. Beat Miami twice. They beat Notre Dame twice. Yeah, Virginia Tech is red hot. They won the ACC tournament. Before I make my pick on that, let me see who they have favored. Oh, wow, this is super close. Texas is favored by 1 point, but I'm going to go with the red hot Virginia Tech. Number 11 taking down a number 6. And that one could easily happen. Virginia taking on, beating Texas. All right, let's move on to Purdue versus Yale. Love the way Purdue's been playing lately, even though they lost today. They lost my bet today, but it's Purdue at the end of the day playing Yale. 5-3 versus top 25 teams. Let's see what Purdue's favored to win by. Favored to win by 16. So I got to go Purdue all day long. Going to the next round, beating Yale. Don't see an upset there. Murray State versus San Francisco. That's the next on the lineup here. So San Francisco's been playing great. But I think Murray State will definitely beat him. Murray State 30-2 on the season, man. Amazing season. But San Francisco's beaten Davidson. They can't beat Gonzaga. Makes sense. They've beaten UAB. Wow. So the Murray State's on a 20-game win streak. That's insane. Before I make my pick, Murray State, let's see how much they're favored by. Oh, whoa. They pretty much have this a pick 'em, actually. They think San Francisco could easily win this game. They have this very even. It's pretty much a pick at this point. But, I don't know. I don't see San Francisco winning it. I got to go Murray State. Got to go Murray State. Again, if you want to join the tournament challenge, free to join. Link is in the description. Fill out your bracket. Password above my head, Wildcard. Feel free to join it. If you're watching this now, if you're watching this at a later time, join. John Morant's school. Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Murray State. A small school, and they were great after he left. Isn't that crazy? All right, so let's go on to Kentucky versus St. Peter's. I love Kentucky in this tournament. Don't see them losing in the first round. Not going to look too much into it. Kentucky beating Murray State, or not beating Murray, beating St. Peter's, going against Murray State. All right, so that was all filled out. We're going to go back to the top here. We're going to go to the south. Let me scoot this over so you guys can see. Whoops. We'll move it over here. There we go. All right, so Arizona. There we go. Okay. So we're going Arizona versus one of the top first four teams. Don't see Arizona losing in the first round. I'm going to pick Arizona. Going on. It's an easy pick. Moving on to Seton Hall versus TCU. An 8 versus a 9. Seton Hall. Can you guys see this? Oh. Can't really see it. Whoops. Let's move it like that. Okay, perfect. So Seton Hall is 3-6 against top 25 teams. TCU 5-6, and I love the way TCU's been playing lately. They did lose their last game, but they did upset Texas. They were down by 18 and came back and won. I think they're going to learn from their mistakes there. But Seton Hall's good. Let me see who they have favored to win that game. Seton. Okay, so they have this pretty much even. Seton Hall is favored to win by 1 point. So they have it really close. I like TCU in this one. I want them to win. TCU beating Seton Hall. Arizona TSU. Talking about TCU. Oops, let me move it back so you guys can see. There we go. Okay. Now, moving on to Houston and UAB. I do like the way UAB's been playing, but Houston's a force to be reckoned with. Let's take a look. Move it over. So yeah, versus top 25 teams, Houston's 0-1. They've only played once, and then UAB's never played a top 25 team this season. Whoops. Not sure who I want to pick. I want to pick Houston. Damn, they were in the Final Four last year, Houston. Forgot about that. 4 senior starters. Yeah, I don't see Houston losing in the first round. We're going Houston. versus UAB. We go in Houston. So you can see it there. All right, so on to Illinois versus Chattanooga. Chattanooga had a crazy buzzer beater this season. We all saw it. Pretty amazing. Haven't really watched a lot of Illinois lately, or not lately at all this season. They're 4-4 versus top 25 teams. They are ranked this season. Yeah, I mean, nothing really stands out. Illinois boasts a powerhouse squad. But regular season and tournament champs from Southern Conference are seeking their first NCAA tournament victory since they reached Sweet 16 in 1997. Yeah, I just don't see Chattanooga beating Illinois. Let's just see who's favored in that one. So Illinois favored by 7. Chattanooga could definitely pull up the upset. Have they played each other before? 2015. Chattanooga won a long time ago, so that doesn't really matter. I mean, this is a spot where Chattanooga could get that upset win. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta make a daring pick here because, you know, it's not gonna be the winners. The 4s beating 13s. 13s will take on the 4s sometimes. I have a few upset picks. But, man, I would love to see Chattanooga win. You know what? Let's do Chattanooga. Beating Illinois. Let's do it. Get that upset. On to Colorado State versus Michigan. Number 6 Colorado State, too. Number 6. Taking on Michigan. Let's see this. Move it over. So, Michigan is 2-7 versus top 25 teams. Colorado State has not played a top 25 team. So Michigan has played against way tougher opponents, so they would probably be dominating teams like Colorado State. Before I pick, let's see who's favored. Ooh, they have this one really close. Michigan only favored to win this game by 2 points. Huh. I mean, yeah, 11 seed beating a 6. And in this game is for sure a thing that could happen. They've never played each other. But I haven't watched any of Colorado State this season, so I have no idea how they play. Let's see what this says. Well, Rams play a little slower than most teams, but feature an efficient offensive attack. Do a good job limiting turnovers and shooting free throws. Led by sophomore. Yeah, I got to go number 11, Michigan. I don't see them losing to Colorado State. So we're going Michigan over Colorado State on that one. Anyone else just jumping in here, feel free to chime in whenever. Appreciate you guys that are tuned in throughout. All right, on to the next one. Tennessee versus Longwood. Never watched Longwood this season. Let's see if let's see what they have on them. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So Tennessee 7-5 versus top 25 teams. They've played 12 times against top 25 teams. Longwood's never played a top 25 team. But Longwood has won 19 of the past 20 games. They're red hot. But, they're playing worse teams than Tennessee. But you never know. When being red hot in the NCAA tournament, you could beat really good teams. Let's see what they have this at. So, yeah, Tennessee heavily favored to win by 16.5. I mean, you can't always listen to that, right? Number 3 seeds have won 84% of the time. Have they played each other? Nope. Yeah, I just got to go Tennessee on that one. it'd be really hard to choose Longwood. But there's always a school out there that just surprises everybody. Whoops. Surprises everybody. 10. What are you saying about 10? So there we go. We got Tennessee beating Longwood. On to Ohio State and Loyola Chicago. Let's take a look at it. Let me pull it up. The matchup here. All right, so Loyola has only played one top 25 team. They're 0-1. Ohio State, on the other hand, 4-3, and which is very decent. But they do give up 68 points to opponents. Loyola Chicago 61, but they're not playing the same opponents there. Ohio State with the number 7 seed. Let's take a look who's favored to win that one. I'm guessing Ohio State. Oh, whoa. Whoa, they have this game so close. Actually, Loyola Chicago favored to win by 1 point. So pretty much they're saying it could go either way. I haven't watched really any of these two teams this season. Man, what do you guys think in the chat? So okay, 1v1 Loyola Chicago, for them to win. Yeah, I mean, this is a good spot for an upset. 10 beating a 7 seed. It doesn't hurt for me to pick them. But yeah, I mean... Oh, yes, you were saying Ohio State got beat by Penn State. That's right. Let me take a look really quick. So, Ohio State could be a sleeper team in this year's tournament. Buckeyes finished the season with an impressive resume, notching wins over Duke, Seton Hall, and Illinois. Ohio State beat Duke, Seton Hall, and Illinois, but even though Duke's not the best this year than what they have been. Loyola is familiar with making noise as the lower seed in recent years. Ramblers reached the Final Four as an 11 seed in 2018. I remember that. Yeah. I would love to see Loyola Chicago win. So, with that being said, let's go with Loyola Chicago with that 10 seed upset over Ohio State. Appreciate the input. Got first rounded last year. Okay, interesting. I hope you guys are able to fill out a bracket after this is over. Definitely join this. Link in description. We got to play for bragging rights. All right, last one on this area right here. Villanova, Delaware. Definitely don't see Delaware beating Villanova. Do they have any? Yeah. I'm not even going to look too much into it. Villanova beating Delaware. That should be an easy one. Let's scroll down here. Kansas taking on one of the first 4 teams. Don't think they're going to lose to either or. We're going Kansas easily. This one's interesting. San Diego versus Creighton. Only way they win if they're healthy, and that's not going to happen. Yeah, I think Loyola will get this. San Diego State versus Creighton. Let's pull it up. So Creighton plays 11 teams, top 25 teams, 5-6. San Diego State 2-2. Creighton, man, they get those upsets. Creighton brings on one of the best glass clearing and rim protecting squads into the tournament. Defense ranks among the nation's best. And then for San Diego, there's been no team in the field that relies more on its defense to win games. Yeah, I mean, I don't see San Diego winning. Let's see who's favored in that one. Oh, wow. San Diego favored to win by 2 points. I just don't see that happening. They did play in 2019, and Creighton, or no, San Diego won by a lot, but that was in 2019, so it doesn't really matter. Haven't watched a lot of San Diego State this year. I have watched Creighton, and I like the way they've been playing lately. Let's go Creighton, number 9, beating the 8th seed. I'm gonna go Creighton. On to the next one. Oh, let me check the chat. That's not. It takes me to Vi. It takes me to Vide. What do you mean? Oops. Yeah, if you guys are having any troubles joining, let me know and I can help you with it. And if you're a part of the Discord, feel free. I posted the link in the Discord to join this too. To join the bracket challenge. Welcome back, JT. Alright, so moving on. Iowa versus Richmond. I love the way Iowa's been playing lately. I'm a big fan of Iowa in this tournament so far. But Richmond, you know, they got that last W. And then Iowa lost today. But I love the way Iowa's been playing. Let's go Iowa versus Richmond to beat Richmond. I like it. All right, so on to the next one. We're going to go Providence versus South Dakota State. Haven't watched South Dakota State play. I've watched Providence. Providence is 4-2 versus top 25 teams, which I love. South Dakota State. I don't know if I could trust them upsetting Providence. Before I pick, let's take a look. Who's favored by how much? I mean, Providence will be favored, but oh, they're only favored by 2 to 3 points. Wow. And people think South Dakota could win this. Huh. And that would be a big upset. 13 beating a 4 seed. I just don't see Providence losing to South Dakota. But like I said before, I haven't watched a lot of South Dakota. So I'm not sure. Not sure. And they haven't played against each other. Let's read a little bit into this really quick. Whoops. Where is it? Okay. So, Big East regular season champs arrived. They run a slow, methodical offense. Make a point to feed it inside of the big man. So that's Providence. South Dakota State brings the longest win streak in Division I at 21 straight, as well as one of the nation's highest scoring offenses. I did not know that. So South Dakota's on a 21-game win streak. That's insane. But it could for sure come to an end once the tournament starts, and because they're playing against a great team. I mean, a lot of people picking South Dakota State because they're hot. But I'm just going to pick Providence. Screw it. Providence beating South Dakota State. But I know a lot of people are going to be picking South Dakota State on that one. I could already see it happening. Suns beating the Lakers. Nice. Well, go Suns, because we all hate the Lakers. But yeah, I haven't even looked at NBA today. All my focus is on that tournament. All right, so LSU. There's your team, JT. LSU versus Iowa State. Number 6 versus a number 11 seed. So let's pull this up. LSU 3-5 versus top 25 teams. Iowa State 4-7 versus top 25 teams. LSU has beaten Kentucky once and they've lost once. They've beaten Tennessee once and lost once. I beat Texas A&M twice. LSU is one of the youngest and least experienced teams in the tourney, having very little carryover from last season's squad. Ooh, I don't like to hear that. Least experienced teams. Iowa had... Cyclones have everything you want in a Cinderella team. They're elite defensively, ranking among the top teams. Ooh. So I'm guessing Iowa State is favored. Let's take a look. After reading that, I mean, geez. Okay, now LSU's favored by 4. Have they played each other before? No, they haven't. LSU's favored by 4, but this is a big spot where an upset can happen. Big spot. Your Tigers, I don't know. I don't want to disappoint you, JT, but it's not sounding good. Iowa State can really get that upset. But LSU is favored, but they are saying they have the least amount of experience. LSU. And Jacob, if you're filling out a bracket, obviously you want to pick LSU. You want to go the opposite of me. I think I got to go Iowa State. I don't want to disappoint you, man, but I'm going to pick Iowa State on this one. I'm sorry. We're going Iowa State. But hey, your Tigers can for sure win it. And if they do, great for them. But I'm going to go Iowa State. So the next game, Wisconsin versus Colgate Toothpaste Company. Where is it? Okay. Wisconsin versus Colgate. Wisconsin been playing very well. Colgate doesn't play against top 25 teams. Whoops. As you can see right there. But Wisconsin does. They're 5-3. No notable wins really for Colgate. But Colgate winners of 19 of their past 20 games, which is very good, but they're playing, weaker teams. Wisconsin, despite 2 unexpected losses, Nebraska and Michigan State, the Badgers have a chance to make some legitimate noise in this year's tournament. Let's see who's favored really quick. Wisconsin by 8. Makes sense. I don't think they've ever played against each other. Nope. Yeah, I just don't see Colgate winning this. But it could be close. There's always really hot teams coming into the tournament, but they're going up against really tough teams. So sometimes that hot streak won't work. But it's the tournament. Anything could happen, and sometimes you got to ride that. But I got to go Wisconsin on that one. It's hard to pick Colgate. It's hard to pick the toothpaste. This one will be interesting. USC versus Miami. As you can see, Miami 1 and 2 versus top 25 teams. USC 1 and 4. Even worse. Let's see if there's anything notable. Trojans are one of the tallest teams in the country. Did not know that. That's always good for rebounding purposes and blocking. USC's biggest weakness is free throw shooting, which is always a concern in close games, definitely. The Canes won 18 of 24 games at the end of the regular season. Their first 5 losses came less than 5 points. Yeah, I mean, I like Miami. The number 10 Miami beating USC. Let's see who's favored to win and by how much. USC is favored to win by 2 points. 2 points. So they have this one really close. They've never played against each other. This is like a betting with my heart kind of thing because I don't like USC. And I'm going to be cheering for Miami. So go Miami. Beating USC. That's who I got right there. Miami beating USC. Screw it. And yeah, feel free to chime in if you have any input on any of these too. But if you guys are filling out brackets yourself, I would love to see what I'm going against. You guys are obviously seeing my bracket, but don't cheat. Don't just copy exactly what I'm doing. Unless you're filling out a bracket on a different site or a different group, then that's totally fine if you copy me. But if we're going against each other, we don't want to copy each other. That makes it no fun. All right, so now we got Auburn versus Jacksonville State. We're not even going to look too much into this. Going Auburn to beat Jacksonville State should be very easily won. Just for fun. Yeah. I was going to look. So Jacksonville has gone up against one top 25 team. They lost. And Auburn heavily favored to win. So we filled out all the, the West, South, Midwest, East, all that good stuff. Now we're moving on. Let me move the bracket here so you can see it. Boom. Okay, Gonzaga and Memphis. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And don't forget to like the video if you haven't already liked it on YouTube. More likes, the better. All right, here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that. So Gonzaga versus Memphis. So this is when it gets tricky because obviously we don't have the spreads. So it's going to be tough. But Gonzaga is going to make it semi-far, but I just never trust them late in the tournament. But we'll get to that. But, Memphis could get that upset. Number 1 seeds are 67 and 6 against number 9 seeds. Wow. I mean, just based off that stat alone, it's like, I got to go Gonzaga. I don't see them losing in second round. Yukon versus Vermont. We're going to go through these a little quicker here. So Yukon, 3 and 4 versus top 25 teams, like we said before. So I had Vermont getting that upset win in the first round. I don't think that's going to happen again in the second round. Yukon has been playing very nice as of late. What's going on? I'm getting notifications. Oh, brackets. Okay. So yeah. What did they say about Vermont? 22 wins in their past 23 games, which is very, very good. Yeah, I got to go Yukon beating Vermont in that one. This is going to be easy. It's going to be... I have Notre Dame or Rutgers going to the next round. It's obviously a risk I'm taking on that, but I love Texas Tech, the way they play. I got to go Texas Tech to beat whoever they face up against right there. Davidson versus Duke. Davidson could really, really get this upset win. And man, Duke is just so bad lately. Playing so bad. Even though they have great players and an amazing coach, obviously. But it's like, will they fix it and turn it around come tournament time? I don't know. It's Coach K's last season. He doesn't want to get upset in the second round like this. Obviously, no one from Duke wants to get upset like this. Oh, man. I'm going to get... yeah, I don't trust Davidson to actually fully beat him here. I'm going to go Duke next round, but they're not going to make it very far after that, just so you know. So Duke will make it to Texas Tech. Just so you know. On to the next one. Baylor versus North Carolina. I mean, I don't like the way North Carolina has been playing lately. I had them going up, beating Marquette in the first round, which is going to be super tough. But if they get through Marquette, they're not going to get through Baylor. I mean, let's take a look. Yeah, I just don't see Baylor losing to UNC here. But they could turn it on. They could definitely turn it on against Baylor. It's a tough one. Very tough one. I gotta go Baylor because I'm only saying Baylor because I don't even know if North Carolina will get to the spot to play them, and I don't want to screw up my bracket long term. So let's just go Baylor to beat North Carolina. I gotta think strategy here. On to St. Mary's versus UCLA. I like this matchup. It's going to be a great game to watch. I personally am just going to be cheering for UCLA on this one. But St. Mary's has one of the best defenses. Yeah, I just got to go UCLA on this one. I like them. Virginia Tech versus Purdue. I'm riding the red hot Virginia Tech, man. And I do love Purdue also, you know, and I thought Purdue would make it far, but having a Virginia Tech matchup for them in the second round and the round of 32 is rough. Really rough for Purdue. And I just love the momentum Virginia Tech has. And I think I want to keep riding their momentum. Because Purdue lost today, and I kind of lost a tiny bit of faith in them. Just a tiny bit. But I hate how they have this matchup, second round. But I'm riding. We're getting Virginia Tech with that upset. 2 upsets in a row for Virginia Tech. I love them here. Virginia Tech. Oh, I want to spill my drink. Okay. All right, on to Murray State and Kentucky. Appreciate you guys that are still here hanging around on YouTube and Twitch. Whoops. Feel free to say what's up if you're just jumping in here. And appreciate you guys liking the video. Really appreciate that. Okay, so on to Murray State and Kentucky. Love Kentucky. Really love Kentucky here. Murray State's red hot, though. 20-game winning streak, like we said before. You know, Kentucky's definitely beatable. But, wow, that's crazy. So, number 7 seed. Oh, wait. Number 2 seed beating a number 7 only wins 68% of the time. But I like Kentucky. I'm going to be cheering for Kentucky. They're going to be playing Virginia Tech. I love that. So, we'll go Kentucky. Whoops. All right, did I pick? Got that. Okay, so on to Arizona TCU. Let me move this over. There we go. Okay, Arizona TCU. Whoops. There it is. I like TCU a lot, but I don't think they're capable of upsetting Arizona here. I think they're going to keep this game a low-scoring game. So whatever the total is, I might bet the under. But, yeah, I like Arizona. I don't think they're going to... I mean, TCU is definitely capable. But I think Arizona will make it past this round. So we're going Arizona. Houston and Chattanooga. Gotta love Chattanooga. They could be the Cinderella team of this tournament. They've had a Cinderella type of year, that's for sure. But Houston, man, is dominant. They made the Final Four last year. I think they're going to beat Chattanooga. Boom. Right there. Taking Houston on that one. What up, Connor? Yeah, Brady is back, dude. It's crazy. We were talking about that earlier, and he's going to stay with the Bucks, it's sounding like. 1v1, did it work? I think I filled it out. I'll check. Let me check really quick. Let me refresh it. I don't see it. Did you join the group one? You like the Warriors? I only see one bracket in the group. Did you click the link? But if you join the group and already filled out a bracket, I'm pretty sure you could import your bracket that you filled out. All right, on to Tennessee and Michigan. This will be a fun matchup, but I just don't see Michigan winning against Tennessee. Not going to look too much into it. I got Tennessee beating Michigan. We'll go past there. On to Loyola Chicago. And how's the music? Oh, okay. On to Loyola Chicago versus Villanova. Loyola Chicago's that good upset team, you know, that they're like a Cinderella team too. But it's going to be, I don't know if they're going to beat Villanova. Even though I don't trust Villanova to make it very far. That's the thing with filling out a bracket. Oh, okay, I see a bracket now. So someone filled it out. So that's probably you, Reds fan. So there is a bracket. Someone joined. Perfect. So Loyola Chicago, Villanova. The thing with the NCAA tournament, man, there's always going to be some insane upset win that's going to throw off everybody's bracket. And obviously you just never know what that's going to be. But you just got to take risks. But everyone's going to be on Loyola Chicago just to keep upsetting teams like they've done before. But I'm going to I'll be, you know, somewhat conservative on this and go Villanova. Going on. I know I'm not making crazy risks, but I got Villanova beating Loyola Chicago. All right, on to Kansas versus Creighton. We going Kansas. Going to beat Creighton. I know it's the 1 versus the 9, but Kansas is playing very well. But those are Kansas, one of those teams I don't trust long term, but we'll see. Kansas will beat Creighton, though. I see that happening. Here's a little upset I'm going to pick. Iowa going to beat Providence. I love Iowa in this tournament. They're red hot. We're going Iowa to beat Providence on this one. And yeah, feel free to chime in if you have any picks that you wanted to talk about. All right, so what's next? Iowa State versus Wisconsin. Here's another one that could be an upset. '11 seed beating a 3 seed. Huh. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a little risk here. I'm going to go Iowa State to beat Wisconsin. Just because. Just because. And Iowa State's, you know, playing very well lately, and they're a hot team too. So Iowa State to beat Wisconsin. On to Miami versus Auburn. Number 2 seeds are... They win 65% of the time versus number 10 seeds. I've watched Miami once. They look really good. They almost beat Duke. But I haven't watched a lot of Auburn, to be honest. They beat Kentucky by 9. But they lost to Yukon. They beat LSU by 15. Beat Murray State by 13. Yeah, I just got to go Auburn on this one. I'm not going to be risky. Taking Auburn to beat Miami. So that's that. Let's move on over here. Back up here to Gonzaga versus Yukon. I don't like picking Gonzaga every time, but they're a great team, and I think they're going to make it far, but I don't think they're going to win it all. As you said, Zags are going to win it all. Yeah, I don't know. But I just said I don't think they're going to win it all, so don't worry, I won't copy you. But you might be right. You really might be right. They should win it all. They're due to win a tournament. They went to the finals last year, but I have Gonzaga beating Yukon right here, so don't have to worry about that. Gonzaga beating Yukon. Texas Tech versus Duke. Here is where Duke loses for me. Texas Tech's going to, I think, easily beat Duke right here. So Texas Tech, that's where Duke loses in the Sweet 16. I don't think they make it any more farther than that. I'm sure we all agree on that. But maybe some people have Duke going far. I mean, everyone expected Duke to go far before how bad they played in the ACC tournament. But, yep, so I have Duke losing to Texas Tech right there. A 3 beating a 2 seed. Let's go down to Baylor, UCLA. This is, I mean, I could see UCLA upsetting Baylor. But obviously they want to make it as far as possible, win another one. Yeah, I'm going to go with the upset, though. UCLA beating Baylor, 4 beating a 1 seed. How often does that happen? Ooh, number ones have won all 9 meetings versus 4 seeds in the past 6 tournaments. It's okay. History's meant to be broken. It's all good. All right. Okay, so Virginia Tech versus Kentucky. You know how much I love Virginia Tech, but I do love Kentucky too. This is a tough one. Virginia Tech's beaten Duke. I think they could beat Kentucky. But do I want to pick Kentucky to lose? Last year there was a pair of 2 versus 11 matchups in the same tourney for the first time in since 1986. Overall, number 2 seeds are 15-3. 15-3. Okay, wow. Versus 11s. Huh. So the odds don't go in Virginia Tech's favor, but I just love Virginia Tech. And I think they could beat Kentucky. But I love Kentucky. I'm torn. You changed it up. You have UC because they went revenge from last year. Oh, they want revenge from last year. Okay. So you have Gonzaga winning it. Is that what you mean? Because they want revenge. I'm torn on Virginia Tech versus Kentucky. I think I want Virginia Tech to win, but like I said, I love Kentucky too. We got to take some risks. But if I have Virginia Tech going to versus UCLA, I think they'll beat UCLA. Yeah, I think time runs out here for VTech. I think they'll run out of gas by this point, and Kentucky will beat them. I'll go Kentucky. That hurt me. Bye-bye, Virginia Tech. You were fun while it lasted. All right, let's move back up here. Let me move this. All right, so we got Arizona versus Houston. Houston could very well upset Arizona, but I think Arizona will make it past the Sweet 16. So Arizona beating Houston. That's going to be a tough one, though. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a really tough one. Number 1 seeds are 41-8 versus number 5s. Yeah, let's just go Arizona. Oh, you have UCLA. Oh, okay. Because Gonzaga hit a half-court shot to beat them last year, so I have UCLA beating them. Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice. I wouldn't mind UCLA going all the way. That'd be pretty cool. All right, Tennessee versus Villanova. This is a tough one, but I don't trust Villanova here in this spot, and I wouldn't mind Tennessee winning that. I'm gonna go Tennessee to beat Villanova. Tennessee to beat Villanova. All right, let's move on down. Let's change this music. Ba, 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 ba. All right, so Kansas versus Iowa. Love the way Iowa's been playing. I just don't think they're going to beat Kansas, though, in this spot. Kansas on to versus Iowa, on to the next round. Iowa State versus Auburn. I love Iowa State, but I don't think they're going to make it past this round either, past the Sweet 16. So I got to go Auburn also to beat Iowa State. So we went through that pretty quick. All right, now. So we're going to pick. Whoops. Gonzaga versus Texas Tech. The Elite Eight. Here we go. Gonzaga definitely, they want revenge. They were in the finals. They want to get back there. But Texas Tech is a team that could upset it, Gonzaga. And they have an amazing defense. And you know what? For the sake of it, we're going Texas Tech to upset Gonzaga. Number 3 seed taking on a number 1 seed. Does it say number 1 seeds have won 13 of the last 16 meetings? Last win by 3 seed Texas Tech over Gonzaga in 2019 Elite Eight. Wow. Holy crap. So Texas Tech beat Gonzaga in 2019. I did not realize that. Ooh, do they want that to happen again? Obviously, Gonzaga doesn't want that to happen again. Whoa, very interesting. I think Texas Tech will do it again. That'd be pretty cool. Texas Tech going to do it again. All right, on to Arizona versus Tennessee. Ooh, this is a tough one. I really don't trust Arizona to make it super far. But I haven't watched a lot of Tennessee, so I'm not... Tennessee runs a guard-heavy attack, relies on the three-point shooting. That's not good. I got to go Arizona to beat Tennessee. I was going to pick Tennessee, but we'll get Arizona. So Arizona and Texas Tech so far going into the Final Four. Now on to UCLA versus Kentucky and Kansas versus Auburn. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So here we go. UCLA versus Kentucky. A 4 versus a 2. Number 4 seeds have won 4 of 7 meetings versus number 2 seeds. Wow, so number 4 is 1 4 of 2. I definitely think UCLA can beat Kentucky here, and I'm going to be cheering for UCLA. Even though I do like Kentucky. I'm not a Kentucky fan. I'm not a UCLA fan. But I do like UCLA. But yeah, Kentucky's going to battle it out with Virginia Tech, and that's going to take a lot out of them. Let's go UCLA. Let's go UCLA to beat Kentucky. I like it. And right here, Kansas versus Auburn. Kansas versus Auburn. See, I've said this many times before, but I don't trust Kansas. And I think this is where Kansas loses. So we're going Auburn beating Kansas. Number 2 beating the 1 seed. So there we go. There's our Final Four, guys. Texas Tech versus UCLA. Arizona versus Auburn in my Final Four. So here we go. Let's just start with Texas Tech versus UCLA. And I know some of you guys have UCLA. But I really love Texas Tech here, man. And I think they could get that W. And I got to be different. So Texas Tech going to the national championship. And between Arizona and Auburn, I don't trust Arizona. I just don't. But I don't trust Auburn either. I've talked a lot of crap about Arizona this whole time. But I think this could be their year to make it to the championship. It would be insane, though, if Arizona played UCLA in the championship, a Pac-12 matchup. But I don't think that's going to happen, and I don't think Auburn's going to make it to the championship. But we're going to go Arizona versus Texas Tech, a number 3 seed versus a number 1 seed. So here we go. We are going to pick the winner. Man, I've talked so much crap about Arizona. I love Texas Tech. This is a weird pick, but we're going Texas Tech to win the national championship. I know a lot of people won't agree with that one, but it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. Texas Tech. When's that ever happen? Have they number 1 seeds have won 13 out of the last 16 meetings versus number 3? And Texas Tech has done that twice. So they're going to beat 2 number 1 seeds, Texas Tech here. And they're going to beat Arizona in the national championship. I know it's ballsy, but you gotta take a chance. I think it's going to be 65-61. 65-61. Texas Tech. Sure, let's enter these contests. Submit the picks. Oh, I don't want to type in all this info in front of you guys, but we'll do that later. But there you go. I have Texas Tech winning the national championship. I know it's crazy, but you got to take chances when you're filling out the bracket. And if you're a Texas Tech fan, let me know. If you got Texas Tech also winning it, let me know. That, you know, if we both have it, that'd be pretty cool. But you guys fill out your brackets. Password is above my head. The link is in the description. If you're on the Discord account, the link is posted there. So feel free to join. Feel free to DM me on Discord if you have any troubles getting in or joining. I'll help you out. All that good stuff. But that's my bracket, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining and listening and hanging out throughout me picking my bracket. And you guys pick out your brackets and let me know who you got winning it all. I'd like to hear what you guys got. And comment if you're watching this at a later time. Who do you got winning it all? Let's hear it. And of course, once the tournament starts, which is on, technically it starts on Tuesday, the first 4, but once the actual tournament starts, which is on Thursday, I'm going to be live streaming. I'm going to be betting on tons of games, all that good stuff. So I'm going to do as many live streams as possible during this tournament. So hopefully you guys could join one of them. Don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe to watch the rest of these live streams while we make some bets on the game and follow our brackets and see how we do. And yeah, I can't wait to once this tournament starts. So see you guys in a couple days. And you guys have a great rest of your night.